Everyone, good morning to you. Hope everyone is doing well. Just set up my camera over. All right, we got volume now. Thank you for noticing that and letting me know. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the tank. Let me have a little bit of coffee this morning. And looking at several different stocks today. Some I called out yesterday that had been mentioned by Marty and they were on the move. Maybe we can see some pullbacks on them today, including that BNAI. Nope, it's still running, still high. OPTT, what happened with it? OPTT. It's 62 cents now. And yesterday's range was 52 to 61, so congratulations on OPTT, you OPTTians. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Catfish. Great day to all. That's right, we launched TV. Hello, Don Bordelon. Good morning, welcome. And let me go over here to my channel and get the stream going. There it is. Should you look into day trading? Yep, you probably should if you want to make some money. All right, skip this ad and see what we're looking like this morning. KK Bionic, good morning. Rise and shine, Catfish. It's time to feed. Watch out for hooks. I like that. Piyush Bhatka. Yes, what's up? Let's go, baby. I'm ready to make some money, baby. I hear you, Piyush. I hear you. Let me move a few things around here. And maybe I can put my camera in a better position here. There we go. There. Here we go. And let's get logged in here. Yep. There we go. Just give me a second here. There we go. And we are logged into our Thinkorswim this morning. You guys and gals, just give me a second here, and we'll try to do some assessing. Just give me a minute, folks. I will be. What do you think of SJ chart? Bless you. Thank you. We'll look at SJ right now. SJ, Science Joy. I think the chart looks very, very good. And I like that the stock is over $1, which is good. That's a good looking chart right there, folks. SJ is what we're looking at this morning. Have a look right there. That's a good looking chart. That looks extremely good. Got that 45-day rising off that 50-day. Got the 10 day right there, the orange, and the 5-day just bounced off of that 10-day. I like it a lot. They just got a 180-day extension from NASDAQ, okay? Captain Kabooms, yes, I am from Somalia. Okay, every time I move my phone, I'm gonna have to be careful not to hit the mute button, right? All right, but we're good. EVTV done. Well, it might be, and if it is, I'll move to another one. I like the look of this SJ, but I'm not sure about the volume on it. All right, let me get logged in here, folks. Just give me a second here, and I'll be right back. I'll end my stream, and I'll have to restart it. If I restart my stream, I'll restart it in 5 minutes or so, and then I'll put a link to it here in this chat if they shut me off here. Let me get over. I'll be right back, folks. Hopefully they won't end my stream and update my software. I got audio. Don't say no audio. I'm in now. Sound is good. Sound should be good now. Hooked or sound. Hooked or sound. Can you hear me now? I'm sure you can. Here we go. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. And enter. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. All right. Go. My account positions. And today I'm down $189 this morning. Okay. You saw how we've been doing here lately, folks. Can't buy SJ on Thinkorswim, okay? I understand, yep. When they get volatile like that, they won't let you buy them. And as someone said, is EVTV done? It's definitely not done, okay? It's just a matter of how long you want to hold the stock till it runs up to $8 to $10, okay? But I'm not one to hold very long. You know me, I'm a day trader, so if it's going to belabor here, I'm not going to stay on it if we can pick a good runner today. If someone mentions a good runner, KK Bionic says, I'm up about 4,000 from close at 4 p.m. yesterday. Nice. Did they take the price target down for EVTV? I thought it had one. I could be mistaken. The price target on EVTV, the interesting thing is Yahoo doesn't even have a 1-year target estimate on it. They have no estimate at all. Okay. But it is, or has been, one of the most active stocks lately. And this deal that EVTV has signed it with AZIO is going to significantly raise the value of this stock. Now let me get over here. Okay. So we've got a message here from Marty this morning on FEED. FEED. Let's go have a look at it. FEED. Looking for FEED. And that thing has been just a falling rock, Marty. I don't like the look of that chart. Now I see in the pre-market it made a little bounce, and it has crossed over the 50-day, but closed at $1, now up to 122 bid, 123 ask. So we've got about a 20% increase in this stock this morning, FEED. And the bid is 122, ask is 123 right now. All right, good call, Marty. I'll keep an eye on that. All right. And I don't see any lowered price target on the EVTV. And I've been sharing news about that stock with people that it's going to go up, most likely because of the value of it increasing with this merger. And now the bid on FEED is 124, the ask 125, so it is rising. But it'll probably stop at 131, 130, 131, 132, 133. So even if you buy it in here right now, I would say watch for a sell point at 131 through 133. But that's one to keep an eye on. FEED. Good call, Marty. Looks pretty good. Got a
Well, what just happened in Japan is going to directly impact your life, whether you pay attention to it or not. There's a massive...
Okay, now, folks, I can play this video for you, but I'll have to stop and comment on it.
Folks, if
Here
you're
it goes.
in stocks, crypto, US dollars, any kind of US asset, well, what just happened in Japan is going to directly impact your life, whether you pay attention to it or not. There's a massive debt bomb with a short fuse that's just been lit. And it's directly tied to the entire U.S. financial system. Now, you're going to see a lot of fear-mongering over this, and then you're going to see people that are talking about how to use this to your advantage. I'm in the latter category. Japan owns over $1 trillion in U.S. Treasury bonds. They're the single largest foreign holder of American debt. And right now, Japan's financial system is under so much stress that the U.S. Central Bank has reportedly stepped in to help them defend their currency.
So please understand that I am not allowed to show this video to you. YouTube will, I can show it to you as long as I stop it like I'm doing here, and I can commentate on it, okay? YouTube may put up a notification to me, hey, don't show this video or we're going to end your stream. But as long as I stop the video like I'm doing here and interject things and talk about it, then I can get away with showing you this, okay? So we're going to stop it every once in a while.
This video, we're going to break down everything that you need to know and how to prepare and also set yourself up for the opportunity in this that's coming very, very soon. This is one of those situations where being early means opportunity, and being late means, well, you're destroyed and your portfolio is gone. And then it's going to be time for our sponsored segment on NView.
Okay, so I'm going to fast forward past this.
So Japan has been running one of the wildest monetary experiments in human history, and it's been doing this for 30 years. But now that's all coming to an end. The backstory in plain English is that back in the late 1980s, Japan had one of the biggest asset bubbles we've ever seen. Real estate, stocks, everything was going parabolic. Then that bubble popped hard, and for the next 3 decades, Japan was stuck in what economists call a deflationary spiral. Prices weren't going up, they were going down or staying flat. Wages weren't rising, people stopped spending because why buy something today if it's going to be cheaper tomorrow? I can't even imagine that kind of world here in the United States, but that's what's been going on in Japan for...
Okay, for 30 years. We're going to fast forward.
Sweet deal, right? The problem with that 0% APR, well, it's now expiring. Let's talk numbers because here's where it gets really, really scary. So Japan's debt to GDP ratio is 260%. That means that Japan owns 2.6 times more than their entire economy produces in a year. People complain about the U.S. debt. Again, we're just slightly over 100%. Japan is 260%, the highest of any developed nation on earth. 25% of Japan's annual budget now goes to just servicing this debt, not paying it down, just paying the interest. That's 25% that can't go to healthcare, infrastructure, defense, stimulus. It's just going to interest payments. Now, when Japan's rates were zero, that didn't matter. The rates were zero. Japan's 30-year bond yield just hit all-time highs. Now, all of a sudden, they have to pay on all this massive debt. When your borrowing costs on $10 trillion were pinned to zero, and then all of a sudden they're now skyrocketing, well, what do you think is going to happen? Well, the math is going to get real ugly real fast, and that's exactly what's happening. So why is the yen collapsing all of a sudden after 3 decades of being fine? Well, it's very closely tied to the Federal Reserve here in the U.S. The yen has been trading at multi-decade lows against the dollar. We're talking 156 yen to the dollar, levels we hadn't seen since the 1990s. And here's why this is happening. While the Federal Reserve was hiking rates to fight inflation, the Bank of Japan kept rates at basically zero. So you think about that. If you're an investor, where do you want to put your money? In the U.S. dollars, earning 4 to 5% in a high-yield savings account, or in Japanese yen, earning basically nothing and getting your value destroyed. Well, obviously, a lot of money moved into the U.S. Money flows to where it's treated the best, right? And that's what...
All right. Now, again, folks, I'm showing you this video because I want you to pick up on some of the trends that are going on, and maybe you can take advantage of it. But I do not guarantee that this is going to be happening, folks. I have no way to guarantee anything that he's saying. So just listen, and you can decide what you want for yourselves, okay?
The Japan carry trade. Here's how it worked. Investors borrowed Japanese yen at super low rates, then converted that yen to dollars and invested in higher yielding assets, U.S. stocks, bonds, whatever. You profit on the spread. Borrow at 0%, earn at 5% if you invest in the U.S. stock market. Well, a lot of those indexes have been returning regularly 5, 10, 15, 20%. So it was like free money, right? Well, not anymore. Right now, the Bank of Japan is raising rates, and they're raising rates now because they finally got the inflation they wanted for 30 years. And when Japanese rates go up, the cost of that borrowed yen goes up. The spread shrinks, and suddenly all these carry trade positions need to unwind. What does that unwinding look like? Well, selling assets. Whatever was bought with that borrowed yen needs to get sold. And this is why what happens in Japan doesn't stay in Japan. Okay, so let's talk about what happened on Friday, because this was the latest domino to fall. So on Friday, the Bank of Japan had their latest policy rate decision. They decided to keep rates at 0.75% after hiking 25 basis points at the previous meeting. But right after that decision, the yen spiked 1% against the dollar in minutes. And here's where it gets interesting. There are reports that Japanese authorities and potentially the New York Fed performed what's called a rate check. What's a rate check? Well, a rate check is basically when central banks call up currency dealers and start asking for quotes. They're basically saying, look, we might very well need to intervene in your currency markets. It's like when Trump started sending a bunch of U.S. Navy ships right outside of Venezuela before they abducted the leader there. It's like, hey, there's a reason there's a bunch of ships there. They're waiting to take action if need be or given the order. Now, why would the U.S. care about helping Japan save its currency? Again, Japan owns a lot of risk assets across the Western world, but it also owns $1 trillion plus in U.S. Treasury bonds. That makes them the largest foreign holder of American debt. So if the yen keeps collapsing, basically Japan has two choices. Option A, defend the yen by selling U.S. dollars and buying yen, but to get those dollars, they'd have to sell U.S. Treasuries first, Massive treasury selling means yield spike, which means U.S. borrowing costs explode, which means bad for everybody. Option D, do nothing and watch their currency and bond market collapse, also bad for everyone. So the U.S., in other words, has a vested interest in making sure that the yen doesn't implode. If Japan starts seppukuing all of their U.S. treasuries, there's going to be a big stinking problem. Now, the irony of this is that for 30 years, Japan wanted inflation. They needed inflation. And now they finally have it. Japan's inflation rate is at levels that we haven't seen in 3 decades. The problem, though, is that after 30 years of no inflation, well, the entire Japanese economy wasn't built for inflation. The entire Japanese economy was built on the assumption of no inflation. Japanese savers have been stacking cash for decades because prices weren't going up. Now that cash is losing purchasing power every day, and it's going to cause a lot of structural issues for the retirement class.
Okay, so we got the message. What's the stocks you want us to buy? That's what I want to get to.
Get coordinated intervention that pushes the dollar down. Gold and silver could continue to rip. Bitcoin and crypto, same logic. Crypto has been trading as a risk asset and a dollar hedge. Dollar weakness equals crypto strength. Sometimes it takes a while for excess dollars to flow into crypto because people are worried about the different crypto cycles. But long term, if you just look at the correlation between more dollars in the system and Bitcoin going up, well, it's very obvious. And then international stocks, a weaker dollar makes foreign earnings worth more when converted back, so companies with international exposure could benefit. Then there's commodities broadly. More commodities are priced in dollars. Dollar down equals commodities up. Of course, you have U.S. stocks with pricing power and new technology. Of course, there's a lot of companies that fit this criteria. So pretty much this Japan situation is very, very bearish for the many people that save cash in the United States. Most people would rather take a guaranteed loss long-term in cash versus short-term volatility in stocks or any other kind of asset. But if you open your eyes, all the evidence suggests that that's actually the worst way to go. Now, let me contradict myself a little bit, at least over a short to medium-term time frame. If the Federal Reserve here in the U.S. decides, hey, you know what, we're not going to help Japan, and Japan is forced to dump treasuries, well, that's going to mean that a lot of the assets here in the United States and commodities as well are going to go like this. Why? Well, because in that situation, you'd see a spike in U.S. yields. That's going to hurt growth stock multiples. That's going to hurt the housing market. That's going to slow innovation. That's going to slow investment and basically slow or destroy the valuation of anything sensitive to borrowing costs. Now, with Trump as president and the way that he's reworking the Fed, this is very unlikely to pan out. However, it does suggest that you need to be watching the situation closely because what the Fed does and how much they intervene in Japan is going to directly impact your returns over the coming years. So, number one, watch the yen. If you see continued yen strength against the dollar, that's a sign that intervention is working and we could see further dollar weakness. 2, watch Japanese bond yields. If the 30-year yield keeps melting faces and getting higher, that's a sign the situation is getting worse, not better. And 3, position accordingly. Consider exposure to assets that benefit from dollar weakness and currency volatility. This is not a time.
Well, that's it in a nutshell, folks. That's it in a nutshell. So I'm not going to go any further into this. I don't think he's even going to necessarily name any stocks. Yeah, he is. Let's see what we got here.
A lot of issues and even death. NVU has built an FDA-cleared electromagnetic navigation system that lets clinicians see exactly where the tube is going in real time. No more blind insertion, no more waiting for x-rays. I'll present the company and why you may want to take a look at it. So let me put this into perspective for you. Over 10 million nasoenteric going through the nose feeding tubes are placed annually in the U.S. alone. The global enteral feeding devices market is projected to reach about $4 billion by 2030. That's a massive market. And here's the problem. For decades, most of these tubes have been placed in blind. A nurse inserts the tube, guesses where it is based on feel, and then orders an x-ray to confirm placement. That creates 3 problems. First, you don't know that the tube went into the lungs until after it's already there. Second, you're exposing patients to radiation. Third, you're creating delays. Critically ill ICU patients waiting hours to get fed because they're waiting for x-ray confirmation. Studies show that x-ray misinterpretation is actually the single largest cause of undetected lung misplacement.
All right, so he's telling you basically that this would be a good stock to buy into, I guess. It's called INVU Electronic Magnetic Core Fundamentals.
They have their NVU navigation platform, which drive. This is where
so INVU is what he's talking about. ENVUE.
Management, syringe divisions, and so on and so forth. Now let's talk leadership, and this is important. This served as CEO of Convatec and played a leadership role in its $4.1 billion sale. They also brought on Mark Waldman as VP of Commercial. He has over 30.
So in the stock that he's talking about here, ENVY.
Previously served as CEO of Convatec and played a leadership role in its $4.1 billion sale. They also brought on Mark Waldman as VP of Commercial. He has over 35 years of medical device experience and previously grew a neonatal internal portfolio from $39 million to $70 million in just 3.5 years. So anyways, you've got this company operating in a massive market and trying to solve a key problem. Now, Enview is currently in 38 hospitals. That's less than 1% of the addressable market. That means if they can't execute, and there's a lot of risks in execution, but if they can execute, well, there's a lot more hospitals they could potentially sell to. Talk about the risks, and please pay attention here. Envy Medical is a microcap company with a very
Envy Medical,
very volatile. There's liquidity risk, not yet profitable, and on top of that, they might very well need to do dilution in order to achieve their goals. So these are all very aggressive risks to consider. But anyways, in terms of the bull case here, Envy Medical is working to solve a real clinical problem, one that causes patient deaths every year from preventable feeding tube misplacements.
All right, so there you go, folks. That's sent to us by one of our viewers, Marty. I want to thank you very much, Marty, for giving us that information. And it's for you to assess and decide and make your own moves, folks. ENVY, okay? And we'll go over here and just take a look and see how that stock might be looking. ENVY. ENVY. And I don't see anything under that symbol. So I'm not sure that was, no, Envy Medical, that is it, ENVY, enter. And that is not pulling up anything. Okay. Let's try it here, ENVY, nothing. Envy Medical. Well, I'm not seeing anything under that. So it would be nice if the guy would have given us an actual symbol for what we were looking at there, but he did not. And that kind of stinks. Let's see. Let me take a look here one more time and see if I can see what the stock symbol is.
This is how to tell if your olive oil is fake.
You've been using olive oil wrong your whole life, and it's costing your health.
My grandkids have been telling
What's the symbol, baby?
This is my secret. Number 3, canola oil. If you can find organic canola oil, then it's actually a very good oil. The problem,
Looking at the comments here to see if I can find someone mentioning the actual signal.
In stocks, crypto, U.S. dollars, any kind of U.S. asset. Mark Waldman as VP of Commercial, he has over 35 years.
Envision. Let me try that. Envision. ENVISION. Envision stock. Let's see if we get anything there. There it is. EVHC. Nice. I'll help you out, bro. EVHC is the stock he's talking about. So let's go see. Envision Healthcare. And I don't see diddly squat on this. On the summary page, there's nothing going on. So hell, I don't even know what this guy's talking about. And I see no numbers. So I don't know. I'm sorry. It seems like a complete waste of time. But whatever. We tried. We tried, but we couldn't find it. NAMM. How are we looking with that this morning? Down. Okay, I expected that. Yep. Yeah, I've already. Oh, feed is it. Okay, cat, trust in the tank. LOL. Ticker feed. FEED. Well, I've already looked at that one this morning. As a matter of fact, I have it right here on my Thinkorswim chart. FEED, there it is. Envy Medical, there it is. FEED, all right? And this is one that Marty's calling out this morning. Here's what it looks like on the long-term chart. This would be on the 20-day chart, 20-day, and there it is, all right? FEED. And the bid is 125 and the ask is 125. How interesting. The bid and the ask are the same number. And it's certainly not popping at it by any means, because 20 minutes ago I looked at it and the bid was 123, the ask was 124. So it's not lurching, but now the bid is 124, the ask is 125. And so it's definitely not launching, everyone. Let's go look at EVTV, enter. And looks to me like it wants to run, and they want to keep trying to keep it in check. Yeah, wants to run and break over that 200, and somebody wants to keep it in check. And there's very little volume here. Very little volume. There's absolutely practically no volume here trying to push it down. There's just such small numbers here trying to hold this in check. There's just virtually nothing trying to hold it down. EVTV. Now, I got a lot of stocks. That I am holding long, but this is not one of them. And someone who became a member here yesterday in the tank, I want to let you know that you need to send me an email. I did not receive an email from you. So please send me an email when you become a member of the tank to that top email address, tyself@gmail.com, okay? Please send me an email if you become a monster level member or Goliath level, so I can send you my spreadsheets. All right, please do that, and we'll get you taken care of. And now we're going to go over here to take a look at EVTV. EVTV. We are now 2 days away from earnings call. SoFi earnings call 2 days from now. And give me a second here, folks. Let me put this over here. There we go. Hope everybody's doing good. I hope you're having a great day. And let's go over here and hit this. And today, untypically, I'm actually down a little bit. I'm down $142 is how much I'm down today. Not because of EVTV, by the way, which is actually up today. I'm up 2.52% right now. It says day change up 2.52%. So not sure what EVTV is going to do, but I'm probably going to look for another stock to get into. We're looking for something that maybe will run up 20 or 30%. Hi, Kat. What time do I hit the like? That's a good one. I appreciate that. Thanks for asking. Well, the time is 7:23 and 12 seconds. So let's all hit the like button in 1 minute together. It's 7:24:08. All right? 7:24:08. And thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Good morning, Fed Smoker. Good morning. FOMC today at 2 p.m. Thank you. Fed meeting today. So here we go, folks. We're going to count down, and we're going to hit the like button at 7:24 and 8 seconds. Okay? Right? All right. So we're going to start a little countdown here in just a moment, and we'll all be hitting the like button at 7:24 and 8 seconds. And thank you for showing the heart on the screen. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit that like button there, 7:24 and 8 seconds, please. I'd really appreciate it. Everybody hits the like button at the same time. I appreciate that. Yes, another great day. Good morning, Fed Smoker. Good morning. Sold ONDS yesterday. What a mistake. Uh-oh. Live in the flesh, Playboy. Live in the flesh, not live. Live in the flesh, Playboy. Gotcha, history. Hyenas, welcome. That's the one YouTube video you showed. I got it. Are we live? Yes, we're live. Got it. Thank you very much. FEED. Yep, is InView Medical. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know, everyone. I appreciate it. All right. Well, this morning, I'm not going to be able to stream with everyone during the trading session because I am getting in my car and I'm headed for Michigan. And we're going to be leaving here in New Smyrna. We're going to jump out onto 95 and we're going to go up 95 until we get around North Carolina. Then we're going to cut to the west, northwest, and we will be traveling right up through Virginia and then come up into Ohio and across up to Toledo and then right on up and over to Detroit and then cut over to the west again at Detroit and go over to our hometown, Lanesburg, Michigan. So we're going to be traveling that direction. If you happen to be somewhere in between, maybe we can meet you and get to see you. So today, though, we're going to be traveling, and it's going to get colder and colder as we head north. And we're trying to get out of here and get home before the snowfall, which is expected on Saturday. So we're going to be leaving here this morning fairly soon, probably around 8:30 to 9 o'clock. We'll be gone, and we're going to be driving up Interstate 95. And we expect to see huge piles of snow when we get into the Virginia area. And but we expect to see the freeways clear of snow, fairly clear of snow. I don't think we're going to have much trouble. If anybody knows of any trouble along that route, please let me know. Ben DeMadio, power outages. Yes, Alaska. Let's make this money, Jayhawk. Stay in Florida, Ben DeMadio says. Good morning, History Hyenas. Safe travels, God's covering. Yep, it's freezing here in Orlando. Yes, my mom is doing extremely well. Thank you for asking. She's doing very well right now. She's doing extremely well. She's got a great morale. She's doing fantastic. And I don't mind. I'm going to show you here in a second. Here is, here she is. Isn't she just as cute as can be? And of course, me, that was under instruction by my wife to do the skinny pose. That's supposed to make you look skinnier, okay? And so I did several of them. And so that's me right there. Me and my mamacito doing the skinny pose. Yep. And of course, I told you guys, yep. 28 Trader says, skinny pose work, cat, can hardly see ya. All right, Fed Smoker Honey says, Ohio has snow from Columbus and north, but the roads are cleaned up. Should be good in Ohio, Sir Catfish. Thank you, Fed Smoker. So we come down to Florida, and just like always, my wife and I bring winter with us. Check this out.
State of cold. I think I can resonate with probably all of Florida at this current time.
And you know, TJ, when you guys are kind of getting ready for these temperatures, I know it's going to be cold moving into the end of the week, but it's going to get even colder this weekend. What are you guys looking at for your forecasted lows coming into Sunday, Monday?
Sunday and Monday are going to be really brutal. I mean, we still have freeze warnings tonight. We had them last night, but I'm imagining that just because we haven't had this chill in such a long time, pipes and pools, some of the infrastructure around people's homes could be in question just because of how cold temperatures could get. We're looking at metro, lows down in the mid-20s, with some of our northern and western communities sneaking back down into the low 20s, and then wind chills in the single digits. So which
Because Cheryl and Tyler are here.
it's cold. Like you said, it's been beyond a decade, and I was doing some digging too. It's looking like highs, at least for the Orlando area, 45 degrees or colder. There's only been 37 days in recorded history where we've had that kind of cold, which is, that to me, that's just wild as well. It's just a little over a month.
We think it's wild.
So record low temperatures. Record low, folks, while we're here.
Section, watching all the snow and ice pass by. Well, now cold air's here. It looks like to us it's going to end up being one of the coldest February 1st on record.
So how do you like that? One of the coldest February 1st on record. He just said it. And that's because my wife and I are here. All right? So I want to take the blame, and I'm sorry for all of you people that are down here in Florida. I want you to know that the reason you brought this cold down here with you. Yes, Talent the Great, we brought it. In record history, the coldest February 1st in the history of the state. And that is because, as I told you all, my wife and I are going to go down to Florida and we're going to bring the frickin' freeze. And that is what we always do. So just par for the course, my wife and I go to an area and bring the freeze. Okay? That's just the way it is. And it's cool. My AC went out a week ago. Oh, goodness.
Yes, if we want a vacation, we just stay home.
So we're down here in the state of Florida where they don't even have heaters. People don't have heaters in their houses down here. They just, oh, I see you're German. Yes. Mein Freund is from the Netherlands, Dutch. Please don't kill the oranges. No, let me explain. We're not here to kill the oranges. We're here to sweeten the oranges. In case you don't know, I happen to have a stepfather who is in the orange business, and they need one low temperature day like we're going to have here February 1st to sweeten the oranges. They don't need it more than 2 days. If you get over into the third day below 32 degrees, then you got major problems, okay? But if you can get 1 day down below 32 degrees, and it's just 1 day, that is perfect for oranges to get that sugar content, okay? So we're actually helping by being here to give you this cold snap to sweeten up the oranges for all the orange growers. Yep. Which orange are you talking about pressing? Is Trump being talked about? Not you, Cat, the cold weather. I hear you. But now listen, folks, I'm going to tell you something that you may not know about your heater. And I say if you live up north and you have a heater, sometimes you'll turn your switch on for your heater to come on, and it'll cycle up like it's getting ready to come on, and then it shuts off. Okay? I'm telling you this because it's going to be very, very cold this weekend. So please listen to what I'm saying. If you have a heater and it's not functioning, if you turn it on and you hear it start to come up and it starts to make the noise, but then it won't actually engage and start blowing heat, I know the easy fix, okay? So how you take care of this problem is on the front of your heater or your air mover, air handler, you lift up a little bit and pull that panel off. Then I want you to look over on the left side. You'll see a small wires, a pair of wires going up to a sensor, okay? And that sensor is held in there by a single or two screws, okay? So look for the wires going up to a sensor, and where you see that sensor where the screws are, take the screws out and pull the sensor out. It will be a small piece of filament about this long, okay, very skinny, almost like a toothpick, okay? And what you do is take you some Brillo pad, okay, or some light gauge 440 sandpaper and sand that little sensor with your hand. And if you do that, you'll get off what builds up on that sensor, carbon that builds up on it. Then all you do after you scrape, sand that a little bit, is reinsert the sensor, put the screws back up. You got to turn the power off first. Turn the power off, okay? Go find the breaker for your heater and turn that switch off, okay? Then you're going to take the panel cover off. You're going to find where the sensor goes in. You're going to unscrew it, pull it out, sandpaper or Brillo, sand that off, reinsert it, put the screws back in, put the panel cover back on, and then flip on your breaker, and bam, your heater will start working again, okay? So I'm telling you from experience that 99% of the time, if your heater has issues and won't cycle on, that you need to do what I just told you, okay? And it's very simple, it's easy, yep. I guess we're learning a different kind of trait today, yes. When I moved to Florida, I said I will never wear a coat. After 1 year, my blood thinned and I no longer was used to the cold weather. Mr. Cat called the stock price and called the bad weather before he went down. That's right. That's right. I did. And so anyway, I'm just telling you guys how to trade. Yes, I got you. So I'm telling you guys how to fix your heater if it goes out. And I'm telling you, 99% of the time when a heater mechanism stops working, when your heater stops working, that is the problem. And unfortunately, many people do not know about this. And so they'll pay for someone to come out who's a heater repairman, and he might tell them, oh, you got a problem with your blower motor. We've got to replace your motor. Oh, we've got to do this. We've got to do that. We've got to do this, got to do that. And it opens you up for all kinds of fraud. So folks, be aware that 99% of the time, that is the problem with your heater. Here's a riddle for you. I have keys, but no locks. I have space, but no room. Oh my goodness. John, thank you. I have keys but no lock. I have space but no room. You can enter but cannot go outside. What am I? A house, a keyboard, a map. Well, okay. Okay. Jagger Jack says a map. Yep. Answer is a keyboard. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. But I don't get the part about you can enter, but you cannot go outside. I'm not sure what that means, how you're going to enter a keyboard. But at any rate, I got you. It's, yes, you're talking about not a musical keyboard, but a keyboard on a typewriter or on a laptop. So I got you. Okay, it is a keyboard. We all agree. Are you buying any more EVTV? No, I've got all I want, and I'm going to start selling it and move it over to another runner if it doesn't run on its own. And by the way, this morning, in case you're not aware of it, S&P futures are green. The Dow futures are the only ones that are red. The NASDAQ futures green, up 207, and the Russell futures green. So everything's looking good. Let's see, he said hi there. George Lopez, Peter Griffin. Are you saying that you look like Peter Griffin? Because I know I don't, because I don't have a double chin. So, or whatever, butt cheek chin, I don't have that. So I don't look a damn thing like Peter Griffin, but apparently you do. And if that's what you want to go by, then go right ahead. Loved you in Christmas Story. Thank you. I got CD at 368. Haha, George. No, no. Now I can't unsee that. I can't unsee that. Well, no, definitely don't have that little crease right here in my chin and the two big sacks hanging there. Sorry. So you've misidentified me in a horrible way, and I would suggest you get yourself some freaking glasses, okay? Good glasses, because I look nothing like the person. But people like you keep saying so because I guess they think it's funny. Ha 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 ha. But it isn't the case, and you know it. All right. Talent degrade. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Someone told me I look like Peter Griffin, which is the guy on Family Guy or whatever he's on. And I don't watch any of that shit. So I've never seen a single episode of The Simpsons in its entirety, not one. I've never watched one single episode of Family Guy. I've never watched one single episode of King of the Hill. I've never watched any of that shit. Talent degrade, thank you very much. I appreciate that gift of 100 right there. Thank you. A watch. It's a watch in John. What has hands and a face but no arms or legs? It is a watch. It's a clock. Got that one. No riddles, just stock price. Don't mean to be mean, Tyler. Oh, don't worry. I don't care. I don't. But you need some glasses, and I don't mean to be mean. I'm trying to tell you, you definitely need some glasses. Too early to be mean. How about NKLR? All right, Ridiggity, let's go have a look at NKLR. 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 Here we go. Terra Innovative Glob. I see nothing about that looks attractive to me. And I'm looking at the long-term chart right here. Just give me a second here. Let me reposition here. Okay. And now let me raise this up and take a look at this. NKLR. Okay. Now what I see here is where it's building a shoulder or what looks like some strength and resolve. You can see this low right here has been achieved several times right there, right there, right there, and here. Okay, there's been a lot there. But I don't like it because the 200 is falling, and I don't like it because the 45 and 50 are falling there. So I don't like when the long-term averages are all falling. That carries too much weight, so I'm afraid that's not for me. The 200-day green is falling. The 45 and 50-day red and blue are falling. Everything long-term is falling, so I do not like it. So I'm not going to get into NKLR whatsoever. I don't like those long-term moving averages all descending, okay? That I don't like. And I don't like this sea of red, 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 all selling. I don't like it, okay? So I do not like NKLR. And I would not buy it if I were you, okay? Now, let's go to the 5-day chart and look at it. And it could be approaching its final bottom there. It looks like it's starting to maybe break over the 50-day, but there's going to be resistance to it there. I do not like this falling 200-day, okay? I don't like that. I don't like this falling 50 and 45-day. Only the 5-day is going up. All the long-term averages are falling, so I don't like it. So I'm going to go away from that. Don't want to see that anymore. EVTV. Thank you for suggesting it, but I'm not into it. Now here on EVTV, I see a position here where they've attempted to stop it. It stopped dropping at this line once. It stopped dropping at this line twice. It stopped dropping 3 times. It stopped dropping 4 times. Then in the after hours last night, the takedown this morning in the pre-market up to 284. 284 this morning at 4 a.m. I'm guessing. No, 1:30 in the morning, folks. 284 at 1:30 in the morning. I like that. I like seeing 284 at 1:30 in the morning, people. I'm just going to tell you, I like that a lot. This is what I call testing. They're testing to see where the limit is. And you can see during the day, 2 days ago, that was the same limit 2 days ago, right there. So, folks, we're going to sell this today. If it gets up to 284, 276, 77, 278, sell it. All right, they've already tested where the resistance is. They've already seen, and they see the resistance is right there, 284, folks. The same place it was over here during the daytime. All right, so this is what they've tested. This is chances are where it's going to go for the high today, 280, 270s, 280s. Okay, I could be wrong. But I don't think so. Let's get to the one-day chart on it now. And there they've washed it out this morning, got everyone out of it that they could. They fleeced it out good this morning, got everyone out of it that they could. And, I'm not sure if my phone is freaking charging here or not this morning. It looks like we're having some trouble getting a charge on this thing. So let's see what's going on here. Here we go. We're at 80% now on this thing charged. No more CDU? No, I don't believe that there is no more CDU. CDU, I believe, is going to go to $10 a share. It's just going to be a laborious process of it going herk and jerk and herk and jerk and herk and jerk. But no, I think CDU is definitely still a very good stock to hold and see improvement on. I could be wrong, but CDU has a 1-year target price on Yahoo of as I recall, I believe it's $10. Let me go over to CDU right now and take a look at it. SIDU. 1-year target price, $10. So I am correct. SIDU's 1-year target price is, in fact, $10. And you can see it right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show it to you now. CDU, 1-year target price, $10. $10. And that's SIDU. Now, does Yahoo have any clue, really? Most of the time, they're so far off, it isn't even funny. But especially with SoFi, folks. Let's go look at SoFi's 1-year target price. Well, they've got a target price of $27.11 on SoFi. Amazing. Yahoo actually hedging SoFi to $27.11. I don't think there's been very few times I've seen Yahoo more positive on SoFi than that. Usually they're blowing underneath that thing, just like David Chiaverini. Yep, just like David Chiaverini and Timothy Schwitzer and all the other baloney and the others. Yep, got it. So SoFi is going to be releasing earnings in 2 days. Anyone have a stat for how many people come to a live feed to ask if it's live? I don't know. EVTV just spiked 12 cents. All right, thank you for letting me know that. Let's get over there and take a look at our EVTV this morning. 247. Well, I already showed you 284 this morning. So let me get over here to my Charles Schwab. And hey, look at that. Now I was down $189 this morning. Now I'm only down $47. And I'm probably going to be freaking green, folks. Probably going to be green. EVTV trade order status. Let's go look at this. And I have sell orders on this stock at 282, 284. Let's see what else we've got here. And I was buying it yesterday at $214 a share. Bought it yesterday at $214. Then I'll show you guys what I was buying this stock for yesterday. Right there, you can see all the shares that I bought. 214, 214, 226, 229, 235, 233, 228, 226. Just piling in there, started buying 20 shares at a time. 244, 238, 238. Yep. Yes, honey.
Are you gonna be taking a shower?
No. You said you weren't, so I said I won't.
Well, I did, and I.
Well, you just, I'm sorry. No.
No? Okay,
No.
well, I was just gonna get your stuff out of the shower, because your stuff figures in the shower.
Okay. Thank you. And you can see right here, I did start selling then, and I sold, you can see right here, 88 shares. I sold at 249, 248, 254, 255, 261, 262. Look at that, folks. Sell, sell, sell. Sold 100 shares at 262 yesterday. 262, sold, sold, sold. Then I started buying back when they dropped it down to 246. And I think that's about where we are right now. So I feel pretty good about that. And I'm going to be selling it today. I've already shown you in the 280s, I'm guessing high 270s and 280s. And this will be EVTV, okay? EVTV is what I'm going to be selling. And just so you're aware of it, I'll show you now so you guys can be aware of it. EVTV this morning, right there, you can see achieved at 1:30 in the morning, it looks like. 1:30 in the morning, 284 a share. 1:30 in the morning, 284. So while you were sleeping, they tested how high it will go today. And they've already determined that it will go to 284 before it runs into a resistance. Now let's go and compare that number with another longer term chart and see what we get. So there it is right there. Look at that. It's the same dang number, folks, as before. See that? Look where the orange 10-day stopped. Right on that line, folks. So they tested it again, and they know that it can go this high. And that was done also at, interestingly, 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning. How interesting that they start testing how high it can go at 1 a.m. Okay? Very interesting. I see that. Then I see here, what time was it when they tested it there? Look at that. It was at 1300 hours, folks. That would be 2 p.m. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. 1 in the afternoon. And then we saw it here. What time was this? 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 a.m., folks. 5 a.m. And they found out the high was 4:58 at 5 a.m. 4:58. So I'm just showing you this, folks, because I like to use the past to determine the future. Okay? All right? Yes, this is EVTV. EVTV. We are looking at EVTV. Market is all-time high. Watch out. Thank you very much, Happy Boy. Yep. They will change it as the price moves up. He said the like to out orders in and change them. Yep. They will change it as the price moves up. He said the like to out orders and change them. That's right. That's right. Yep. Welcome, 28 Trader. Yes. Okay, everybody, just hold on a second here. I got to figure out a way to get my phone to stay there. And now we're going to go over here to change this chart to the 1 day, 1 minute. And there it is right there, EVTV. We're watching it right now. EVTV, 284 was the price that it reached at 1:30 in the morning. 1:30 in the morning. Right there, that number was achieved at 1:30 a.m., 284. So let's see what it does today. I'm going to have some sell orders in. So I'm going to come over here. Let's go down to this right here. Take a look at it now. 247. I love it. And I wonder what made it spike to 247 just now, because it was just in the 230s. And it jumped 15 cents to 247 just now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask you all to do me a favor. The time right now is 7:54 and 30 seconds. Can we do it 7:56 and 8 seconds? Can we all hit the like button together? 7:56 and 8 seconds. So I'm going to come over here right now. It says, you mute your mic. No, I didn't mute my mic, but nice try. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. BRB reboot. All of my charts are frozen. Okay, gotcha. To everybody, sound is good, Kat. Thank you very much, Jagged Jack. I appreciate that. Jagger Jack, I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. Now, what I want to do here is I want to show you guys something. Yesterday, somebody asked me how to become a member of the tank. And I showed them right here that what you have to do is click on the dollar bill sign. Now, when you click on the dollar bill, then you go over to memberships and click on that. When you click on memberships, then you're going to have this window open up. Okay. Now, what's confusing is it says right here, join. Don't click join. Okay. First, you have to come over here and click Monster Bottom or Goliath Bottom if you want the spreadsheets. So yesterday, someone asked me how, and as soon as I got to this stage, they just clicked join. But they joined because it defaults to Big Bottom Cat, and they became a member as a Big Bottom. They wanted Goliath. So don't make this mistake and just hit join here when you get here for $4.99 a month, because you'll just get the Big Bottom and you'll get no spreadsheets for that, okay? So if you want my spreadsheets like this one that are showing the stocks that I'm long on that have made these kind of gains over the last year, then you have to make sure you don't make that mistake and click the wrong membership. Because folks, as you can see, these stocks that I've been holding over the last year, they have done freaking phenomenal, okay? And if you want this list of these stocks that have gone up this much, and this is how much they've gone up over the last 5 days, 10 days, 30 days, and the last year. And if you want this list of all these stocks that I own, that I'm long on, then just become a member at the monster level, and you will be able to get this list. And if you come in at the Goliath level, you'll be able to get this list and change it and edit it. You'll have the ability to edit this information if you come in as a Goliath level member. All right. But I wanted to clarify that because someone tried to become a member yesterday and they clicked on join before they clicked on the membership level, and they became a Big Bottom Cat. And then were asking me afterwards, oh no, what did I do? How do I become a Goliath? And I was like, well, don't jump the gun. Listen to what I'm saying about how to become a member, okay? So you can get this list of these stocks that I've been holding over the last year. And this is my list here that I created and have been buying. But I also have another sheet here that goes for stocks that pay dividends. And these are a list of the stocks that pay dividends. And you can see the percentage gain over the last 5 days, 10 days, 30 days, and over the last year. And these stocks, all 55 of them, 55 stocks that are paying dividends, folks. They pay massive dividends. And you will be able to own these stocks if you become a member at the Monster or Goliath level membership. But remember, what you have to, don't just click join. You have to select first Monster or Goliath level membership to get these dividend stocks. And as regarding these dividend stocks, they're not a list that I put together. I got this list of these 59 dividend paying stocks that I got from a guy by the name of Keith Gill. Keith Gill is who I got my dividend stocks from. And if you don't know who Keith Gill is, well, you should look into him on Google and do a search. So please understand that if you want to become a member of this tank and get these lists from me, you need to become a member at either the Monster or Goliath level membership. If you become a member as the Big Bottom, you're going to get notifications from me when stocks rise or when they're falling. You'll get notifications on YouTube if you become a Big Bottom Cat, and you'll get a little badge which indicates that you're helping support the channel. But if you want this list of my dividend stocks that you can edit and add your own, come in Goliath level. If you want this list of these dividend and these long stocks that you don't have the ability to edit, just come in as the monster level and you'll get the list. I hope I made that clear, okay? I hope I made that very clear. Yeah, Goliath is the way to go. You're right, because you're also going to get the candlesticks at the Goliath level that you will not get for Thinkorswim candlesticks at the monster level. So Goliath level gives you some awesome candlesticks that will give you a huge advantage over your competition, I would say. So right now we got some interesting things happening with the stock EVTV. Did you see what just happened? Take a look. Look at what just happened with EVTV. Very interesting right there. Whoa, folks, and I'm sorry that I'm having a little trouble. I did not bring my phone stand with me. But folks, I'm telling you, EVTV's got something going on because it just spiked up to 258. 258. Oh, there she goes, folks. She's on a run. And we're at right now 284. 284 again, a spike to 284, folks. What in the world is going on with EVTV? EVTV, folks. And look at the freaking, let me get over here to the 1 day, 1 minute, and let's highlight this. What in the world is happening here? Look how hard they tried to stop it from breaking that 200-day average. EVTV, look at that sell there to try to stop it from breaking over the 200-day. EVTV, folks. Wow. Bid is 246, ask is 247. EVTV. Something's getting ready to break loose. I have a feeling something's getting ready to cut loose here on this stock. Looks very interesting. EVTV. Just saying, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Man, that's a massive green candlestick that someone just bought. And then on the heels of that, red selling, trying to stop it from breaking that 200-day moving average. The 5-day is the turquoise line. The orange line is the 10-day moving average. Now, folks, this is EVTV. I'm going to go cap off my coffee. I'll be right back. And I just want you all to know that today I'm not going to be able to trade with you today, okay? I'm going to be on the highway, okay? I'm going to be traveling up 95. I'm going home, going back to Michigan. So I'm not going to be able to trade with you today. Pretty soon, here around 8:30 or by 9 o'clock, we're going to be on the freeway and we're going to be taking 95 north. We're trying to beat this big storm that's coming in on this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Yep. I hear you. It's spiking, but not taking my sell orders. I hear you. I'm in the same boat. I see my order did not just fill. But just give me a minute here, folks. I will be right back. I'm going to go get some more coffee. Yep. Okay. Last time UUUFF was up 150% over the last 2 days. It's a penny stock. Happy trading, Tank and Cat. Thank you, VZ Rover. EVTV is 248 for me. I got notified it was 284, but mine doesn't show that. Yes, I understand. I understand. Thought you were staying in the Keys. Nope. We changed our plans because we found out that the smarter thing to do is to actually, we're going to fly down to Miami, or we actually found out that the smartest thing to do would be get our asses home before this next storm comes this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, before the snow starts falling in North Carolina and Tennessee on Saturday and Sunday. They're expecting another dump of snow. So we don't want to drive through that. And then we don't want to stay here another week and a half, because if it snows Saturday and Sunday, it'll be Wednesday before we can leave. And that's a week from now. And we just don't have any desire to do that. So we're heading home tomorrow, and we're headed home, and we hope to be home tomorrow night. All right. So that's what our hopes are, to be home tomorrow night. And we will be safely with the God's willingness. So, but we did look at going down to the Keys, but we decided after we actually started headed south, we were doing the math. Someone said it would only take 6.5 hours. And then we found out that it was 9 hours plus to get down to the very end of the Keys, which we want to do. We want to go all the way down to where the marker is, saying we've been at the southernmost part of the Florida Keys. So to do that, though, it would have taken about 9.5 hours to get down there. Then the next day, we would have turned around and come up 9 hours back to here. So that's 18 hours, and then another 18 hours to get home. That's 36 hours of driving in 2 days or 3 days. And I just said, I'm not going to torture myself like that. So, but anyway, let me go get some more coffee here, folks. And I'm looking at the stock EVTV. You guys just give me a minute. Yep. You guys give me a minute. But we also found out, just so you know, that you can actually take a train from Orlando, Florida. Take a train from Orlando, Florida, all the way down to Miami for only like $40 to $70, depending on what day you travel. So that would be the better thing to do. Fly into Orlando, take the train down, get to Miami, rent a car there, and then go on down to the Keys, which is what we're going to do probably next year. Well, who knows when we'll do it? We might even do it in a month or two from now. But anyway, let me go get some more coffee, and we're going to be looking at the stock symbol EVTV. Yep, it takes that long because you can only drive about 30 miles an hour. You can fly to Key West. Thank you for letting me know that, BR Zoom. Yep, BC most active stocks, XTKG, buy the big dip of the day, could be a 30% return. Thank you, Marty. Yep, and we already looked this morning, Marty, at the video that you sent me about the other stock, FEED. So thank you for sending that. We already took a look at it. And folks, you better watch this EVTV. It looks very interesting right here, and I am going to prop this up so you guys can see it. This is EVTV, and I make no guarantees about what I'm calling out, but this looks good, and it's already gone up to 3 times this morning, 284 a share. And so we're going to be selling it when it gets to 272, 273, 276, 77, 278, 79, 280, all the way up to 288. We're going to have sell orders, and I've got sell orders even up to $3 and plus. 366 or 377, I think might be the highest sell order I've got in right now. So you guys hold on a minute, and I will be right back. Let me get my coffee here. And then we're going to be hitting the road. My beautiful wife, who? I told them when you said I'm out of here. What do I need to do? right. Well, folks, I am going to be on my way. I am going to have to call it quits here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, whatever it is you might be doing. And we'll be back at it full swing here in a couple days. But I am on vacation and I am going to hit the road. So good morning, gang. Let's get after it. Yes. Well, First Med, unfortunately, I am not going to be here this morning. Cat probably ran out of Irish Cream Delight. Yes. No, I had just a little bit left. And I'm drinking some of my nephew's from his coffee company, Concord Coffee. And he just opened up a new coffee shop in Winter Haven, Florida, where we were. So we went and checked that out. But right now, I got to start loading up the car. So I've had a good time with all of you this morning. Thank you for hitting the like button. I forgot to count down. We were going to hit the like button at the same time, and we didn't do that. So let's do it at 8:12 and 8 seconds. All right, 8:12 and 8 seconds. We'll hit the like button, and then I got to be on my way, folks. I got to get on the highway. 8:12 and 8 seconds, okay? So the time now is 8:11 and 33 seconds. So in 30 seconds from now, let's all hit the like button, and then I'm going to be on my way, okay? So we're going to do a little countdown here, and at 8:12 and 8 seconds, let's all hit the like button, okay? In 15 seconds from right now. So here we go at 8:12 and 8 seconds. Ready? And 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hit that like button right there, please. I appreciate it. What did EVTV go up to in pre-market? It was up to 284, and it's been up to 284 several times. Just so you can see this, I'm going to show you guys right now. This is the stock I'm looking at, EVTV. And if I go to the 5-day chart, you're going to see this number, 284, is a very common stop number right there. They stopped it there once. They've stopped it there twice. They stopped it there 3 times. They've stopped it there 4 times. 284, okay? 284, once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, 6, 284, folks. Put your sell orders in at 272, 273, 276, 277, 278, 279, 280, all up through there. 281, 82, 83, 84, 86, 87, 88. Put them in at 292, 293. Put them in at 296, 97, 98, 99, and $3. Put sell orders in at 302, 303, 306, 7, and 8. 311, 313, and up to 320, folks. Put sell orders in, okay? Good till cancel plus extended, okay? So I'm going to get out of here now. Again, I want to thank you all for being here with me. Hope you have a beautiful day. It looks like we're going to see a good day for EVTV, and I hope you guys have a great day. And we're looking.
We have 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So. Yep, and 184 a few minutes ago, yes. 284, LOL. Yep. 284, folks, 284. Now, I didn't sell any sell orders that I had in up there to 277s, 278s, 280, 280. They didn't sell because it's just a spike and back down, so they did not sell, and others said the same thing. That's right. It spiked, and many said their sell orders did not execute. Yes, that's correct. But at any rate, we know they're testing it. They're testing it. So today, I expect to see the price go up to as high as 284. And but I'm going to be selling at the numbers I just told you. I'm going to sell at 266, 267, 269, 270, 272, 273, 276, 77, 278. 279 and 280. Then they'll pull it back down to 266, I'll buy there again, then going up to 280. I want to sell 282, 283, 284, all the way up through 288, 289, and 290. Then they'll pull it back down to 277. Then we'll go up past 290 to 292, 93, 94. I'll be selling there. Then they'll pull it back down to 288 to 282, 283, maybe even 277. And then we'll go on up and approach 3. That could be the way it unfolds today. All right? Okay, everybody, listen. I appreciate you being here with me. I had a good time with you this morning. Thank you for hitting that like button, everyone. I appreciate that. And I'm going to get on out of here. And we're headed up 95, and we're going to go straight on up, and we're going to see tons of snow. We'll take pictures. We'll show you all the good sights that we see. We'll have some video for you for tomorrow morning. Perhaps, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow morning or not.
I posted on Facebook that they had friends that got here from Florida last night, and that 75 was clear the whole way.
75 was clear the whole way? Well, we'd have to go across the state to get on 75. So, yeah. I think we'll just go like we planned, right up 95. All right, thank you. And if anybody happens to be traveling up 95 ahead of us, we'd appreciate it if you could let us know. Like I said, I might try to come on sometime in the mid-afternoon when we stop for lunch. If we stop at a restaurant or something, maybe I'll try to stream a little bit this afternoon. We'll see. We'll see what time will allow for. But I want to thank you all for being here with me. I appreciate it very much. Hope you all have a successful trading day. And you guys have a good one. You can go over to the description and look down in the description, and you'll see a link to our Telegram. Okay? And there you guys can converse on Telegram. Okay? So look for down in the description our Telegram. Click on that link for the Telegram and get into the Telegram, and you guys can chat all day long in Telegram if you want to. And there's a lot of very, very wise people in the Telegram channel, including Roy, which really knows his stuff. All right. So I'm going to get out of here now. You guys have a great one. We're going to be traveling up 95. My wife is saying, wait a minute. So we're going to hold on just a minute.
We're going to be going through Jacksonville, South Carolina.
We're going through Jacksonville, up through South Carolina.
West Virginia.
And then we're going to cut over and go up to West Virginia and Ohio. And then we'll be going back into Michigan. So thank you for all the well-wishers. Thank you all for keep us in your prayers for a safe trip. Thank you very much, Charles Washington. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Douglas Zanstra. And Douglas, thank you for your almost daily contributions through Venmo. I really appreciate that. And
if anybody wants to contribute to our drive home for lunch or dinner, that would be greatly appreciated. So we're going to be on I-95 North.
Yep. And if you want to help us out, like she said, right there is my Cash App number right there. If you want to help us out with our travels and our meals, there's our Cash App and there's our Venmo if you want to send any money through either one of those. And Cobra 32 says, I'm in Virginia, and says, West Virginia isn't far from me. Okay, Cobra 32, thanks for letting me know. For those who travel by land and sea and air, Lord have mercy. Yes, indeed. Telegram, yes.
Ask the guy in Virginia what are the
Well, he's not in West Virginia. He's in Virginia, or the other way around. I'm not sure.
We're going to be taking I-26 west towards Columbia, and then I-77 towards Charlotte. So we're going to be on I-77 north for a long mile, it looks like, most of the way.
All right. Now, I want to show you, here's my stream down here in the description right here. Click the word, you can click on the description, click the word more. And when you get there, it says right here to get yourself right here. And it says right here that you can get into the Telegram right here. Here's where you can join the Tank Telegram Club. Right there, folks. Now, I would put this link in if I could, but unfortunately, it's too long for me to put the link in for you guys to click on, okay? But that's how you get into the Telegram Club, okay? And we got some smart people in there in that Telegram. I'm telling you right now, some very, very savvy what I would almost call professional traders, including Roy, which is an extremely good, experienced trader with lots of good tips for you guys. So that's how you get into the Telegram, okay? And so I'm going to get out of here now. Hope you guys have a great one. Thank you for all of your help. Yep. Southwest Virginia. All right. Yep. Telegram. There's how you get in. I just showed you. Yep. And you guys, I'm going to get on out of here. So is my wife, Cheryl. We're going to be gone. I got to load up the car with all of our suitcases and stuff, and we're going to head on out of here. Lost and Lows, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And sorry I can't trade with you today, but not today and not tomorrow, but the following day. We're going to be going at it, folks. We're going to be going at it heavy duty, okay? Well, I should say, yes, it should be Friday morning. We hopefully, if we get in early enough on tomorrow night and get a good night's sleep, I'll be up early Friday morning, 6:48. If not, if we get in late because of weather and holdups, then I might not stream Friday until around noon, okay, guys? All right, thank you very much, VZ Rover. I appreciate it. Lost and Lows, thank you very much. So I'm going to get on out of here. You guys have a great day. God bless each and every one of you, and we will see you soon when we get back up to Michigan, all right? And like I said, I'll try and check in, send lots of pictures and stuff, and you guys have a good one, all right? Catfish Tyler, over and out.